Coffee is the world's second most consumed beverage, right after water. In India, a cup of coffee costs an average of just 20 rupees, making it an accessible pleasure for millions across the country. India stands as the sixth largest coffee producer globally, with Karnataka leading the way, contributing over 70% of the nation's coffee. Within Karnataka, Chikmagaluru holds a special place in India's coffee legacy with over 55,000 hectares dedicated to Arabica cultivation.
Chikmagaluru is maximum dependent on this coffee plantation.
India primarily grows two types of coffee, Arabica and Robusta.
Arabica is smooth, soft, subtle, expensive, less caffeine, and Robusta, as the name itself indicates, it's robust, strong, high caffeine. And Chikmagalur and Coorg, these are the main two places now coffee ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು.
Together, these regions form the backbone of India's coffee industry.
Especially this area we plant Arabica because we are not having sufficient quantity of water.
The region's rich climate and terrain make it the heart of India's coffee industry, producing beans enjoyed across the globe. Coffee's journey to India began in the 17th century when Baba Budan, a Sufi saint, smuggled 7 coffee beans from Yemen to Chikmagalur.
ಯೆಮೆನ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿದು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇದೇನೋ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಯೆಮೆನಲ್ಲಿ ದೆರ್ ವಾಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೀನ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಅವಾಗಲೇ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಸ್ಟೋಲ್ 7 beans, exactly 7 beansನ in his robe, and he bought that to Chikmagalur and he sowed that in Chikmagalur hills.
Planting these beans on the slopes of the Western Ghats, he unknowingly laid the foundation for what would become India's coffee hub.
That's how Chikmagalurಗೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಮೂಲ ಅದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
Over the centuries, Chikmagalur's lush climate and rich soil transformed it into the cradle of Indian coffee. The British, seeing the region's potential, began investing heavily in expanding coffee plantations.
Even the British people, they wanted coffee for their own use. So they started growing commercially in India.
As coffee became an essential part of British daily life, their demand spurred a rapid increase in production, transforming the landscape of Indian agriculture.
ಅದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಹೆಸರು ಮೈಲಿ ಮನೆ ಅಂತ. That is the first place where Britishers started growing coffee in India.
They introduced systematic cultivation methods and infrastructure to boost yield, making coffee not only a beverage but a significant colonial cash crop. Through British influence, coffee grew from a local crop to an export that would shape the Indian economy for generations.
ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 4.5 lakh tons of coffee is grown. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 1.5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್. All the remaining it's exported.
Today, this region supplies both the nation and the world with its prized coffee harvest, deeply woven into the fabric of Indian culture.
ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ವಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಕಾಫಿ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ಸ್. ಎರಡನೇದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಐರನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್. ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಅಂಶ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಫಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೈಸಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಫಿ.
And also, Chikmagaluru's coffee stands out as it is shade-grown, nurtured alongside other crops in lush plantations. This natural canopy enhances both the quality and flavor of the beans, ensuring a superior yield.
ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೆಳೆದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2%. ಇನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಶೇರ್ 2% ಮಾತ್ರನೇ. 60% ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರೆಜಿಲಿಯನ್ ಶೇರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಟೋಮೇಷನ್, ಟೋಟಲಿ ಆಟೋಮೇಷನ್. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
Arabica coffee largely grows in Brazil. It depends on that market only. There Brazil fails due to drought or somehow here the rates will be shoot up. If they grow much more coffee, here the rate will also goes down.
With Brazil dominating production and setting prices, Indian coffee plantations struggle to stay competitive globally due to higher labor and operational costs. Yet, it is the journey of Indian coffee from soil to cup that truly sets it apart. The coffee journey begins in the lush, shade-grown plantations of Chikmagalur, where farmers patiently nurture their crops for months.
We will apply manures yearly twice and spraying twice or thrice.
By late December, the cherries ripen to a vibrant red, signaling harvest time. Each cherry is carefully handpicked to ensure only the finest are selected. On the coffee plantations, the dedication and hard work of farmers make it possible for us to enjoy coffee in our cups. During harvest season, each worker can gather up to 50 kilograms of ripened coffee beans in a single day. Their compensation is often based on the weight of beans they collect.
858.
One labor can pick nearly 40 to 50 kgs of crop, average. It will be pulped and dried. Finished product, you will get nearly about 20% of that total ripened crop.
From field to cup, their hard work fuels the coffee we love. Once harvested, the cherries are processed to extract the beans by removing the outer layers. This is done either through a wet process where water is used or a dry process where the cherries are sun-dried.
Yeah, usually we will pick the coffee and we will pulp it. After pulping, we have to dry that and we will make 50 kgs of bag.
These beans goes to the next level of industry. That is actually called as coffee curing works.
The beans are then sent to curing works where the outer skin or parchment is removed. At this stage, the beans are sorted by size, quality and flavor profiles to ensure consistency for the next step.
ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ depending on the shape, size and color of the bean, it is sorted.
At this stage, coffee beans are carefully graded based on their size, density and appearance. Larger, defect-free beans are typically assigned higher grades, while smaller or irregular ones are categorized separately. Each batch is also assessed for its flavor potential, which determines its suitability for different blends and markets.
Illi what we are going to do is, we are going to cup taste the coffee beans for any defects. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಕಾಫೀಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ we are going to purchase that in bulk.
Factories then purchase the sorted beans in bulk for roasting and blending. These beans are carefully selected to meet specific flavor profiles demanded by local and international markets. Roasting is where the true magic happens.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets.
Factories roast the beans at precise temperatures to unlock their aroma and flavor. Light roasts highlight the beans' natural flavors, while darker roasts bring out smoky, rich undertones.
Large quantities purchase ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ we are going to roast the coffee beans. And ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು we are going to blend it. Depending on the costing, depending on the country, depending on everything, we are going to blend it. Blend ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು roast ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
The roasted beans are then cooled, packed and shipped for consumption. Through each step, Chikmagalur's coffee reflects the care, expertise and legacy of generations, making every cup a sip of perfection.
ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಚಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ವರೆಗೂ ಕಾಫೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್.
When coffee is roasted, aromatic oils rise to the surface, defining its signature flavors.
These flavor oils is composed with more than 1000 organic and inorganic chemical compounds. Coffee is the only product which has that many number of chemical compounds.
These oils capture the essence of the bean, turning it into the rich, flavorful brew we adore.
Coffee roast ಮಾಡಿದ ಮಾರನೇ ದಿನ if you touch the coffee beans, oily ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That oil is responsible for all the coffee flavor that you get in the cup.
Every roast unveils a unique character, making each cup a memorable journey of taste.
So ನೀವು ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಗ್ರೈಂಡರ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, because of the heat and friction, all the flavor oils gets evaporated.
Coffee beans are carefully cut using precision machines to retain their natural flavors. This method ensures minimal heat and friction, preserving the aromatic oils and the bean's essence. The cut beans are sorted for quality, ensuring only the best make it to your cup.
So all the flavors are retained in the powder itself and that is transferred to the cup.
This meticulous process keeps the flavors intact for a rich, satisfying brew.
And now coming to the important part, there is a sub-industry in coffee that is actually called as Chicory industry.
Chicory root is roasted, ground, and used as a coffee additive or substitute. It's known for its nutty, earthy flavor. During coffee production, chicory is often blended with ground coffee beans to create a unique taste, enhance richness, and reduce bitterness. This mix also makes coffee more affordable as chicory is cheaper than coffee. The blend ratio varies by region and preference. Chicory adds body to the drink and a slight sweetness. It's particularly popular in places like South India and New Orleans. Coffee isn't just a drink, it's a story of resilience and dedication.
ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಾಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಲು ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೂ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಅಡಿಪಾಯ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆ ಲೆಗಸಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
From farmers braving the heat to nurture each bean to factory workers perfecting the roast, every sip carries their hard work. It's early mornings, calloused hands, and unspoken dreams that go unnoticed. So, the next time you hold that cup, remember, you're tasting the effort of many lives poured into one moment of comfort.
Want us to tell your story? Drop in a message and we will have it covered. You can check out our website www.ragaproductions.com or reach us out on Instagram or Facebook. Raga Productions, helping you create eternal memories. See you next week.